Okay. Well, stream. Here's everything, the voices up, and then I'm gonna do a quick little transition.
Did you love it? Did you hate it?
What would you rate it? You're the best. You're the best.
Welcome, stream, to episode 6 of our Dreams of Drome campaign.
Dream Thinny Drome Tano.
Marlos Prison Blues. So, we'll start with a last time our heroes found themselves heading into the Stone Monastery, where they convinced the front doorman that they wanted to join. And when they talked to Qarbo, the voice of the monastery, it quickly devolved into a one-on-one challenge between Sirius and a warforged that the monastery was keeping trapped below the main sanctuary room. After a quick fight where Sirius helped free the warforged's hand and the warforged turned to aid the team, a quick and bloody fight ensued where pretty much everybody was down, including our warforged friend, until Bartholomew pulled out a last moment heal. Requisitioner would not go down after many hits, and our party eventually overcame the odds. And so we start in the aftermath of this battle, the smell of blood in the air. As you guys look around, what was once probably a place of deep meditation and peaceful solace is now filled with the bodies of minotaurs, monks, and this large unconscious warforged in the center of the room.
It was probably a pretty holy experience. I mean, they're all about proving their strength, so this is probably just like worship.
So what would you guys like to do?
I'm down.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Not be dead.
Walk over to Sirius. Sit down. Clear.
Oh.
Damn.
Heal for 12 points.
I wake up and I like grab her hand real fast, just like as a reaction. Oh.
You're welcome, but you can let go now.
That both hurts and feels good at the same time. Oh. I'm gonna get up, take a good look around. Oh, who else is dead?
You see Raven's body like at the top of the stairs. Yeah.
Just like leaning down the stairs.
All right, look over to Raven, and I say, "Ooh, she doesn't look that good either. Get up." I healing word her.
My cat is on top of the computer. I apologize.
Ooh, these are good rolls.
Good
so
roll.
far, guys. I'm hopeful.
Requisitioner is that sitting down, leaning on the passed out big warforged.
Actually, is it too late for me to change? I forgot I had cure wounds open. Can I do that instead? I don't have to.
Cure wounds, yeah,
could
that's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that instead. Watch it be less.
Right. There is a chance. Oh.
No, it's better.
10
Don't forget to
7.
refund yourself that spell slot.
I did. Thank you. I would have forgotten.
All right. So everybody is up, if a little battered and bloodied and bruised.
Bart's still got his gun out, like very cautiously, almost paranoidly, like glancing around, making sure nothing else is coming. That the silence is truly earned. That's what he's looking out for.
Qarbo was still alive down below, right?
Yeah, he was just unconscious.
Wait. He went down?
Did he knock himself out?
He went down below. I don't think he was knocked out though at the time,
Yeah, I
because
think
he
was
saw
running.
his boss's body fall after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran like a little bitch and is hiding down there.
He saw
he's-
Helen Ray's body and then just passed out.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fair too.
Oh, good heavens.
I don't remember what this marker was on him. Yeah.
Oh, the marker on him
do you
was
still
the command, the compelled. Like
Yeah,
that's
because
right, that's
Requisitioner's like, nope, you can't move more than 30 feet away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
So
you still have the map up with all of our positions like they were?
I can bring you back over there if you prefer.
I want to get a quick visual of it so I can see everything. Right? Oh, all the dead bodies feels real good, man.
So many.
I mean, they've
dead
been
Yeah,
moved and cleaned up
a lot of them. Yeah. But yeah, so you're in the central area. I think Qarbo is up. I think he kind of stands and you hear his. Oh, actually, I think somebody had yelled at him not to move, so he's just chilling. I do remember him being like, "There's a reason he was not going anywhere."
Can I go do a medicine check on Helen Ray? See if she's like dead.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I don't know. Could be.
First
Hey, what did you roll?
Yeah, I mean,
a natural one. Thank you.
Yee.
Oh,
Wait,
you don't have
where's
Craig in
Craig?
the DoD, by the way.
Oh no!
Craig!
all of this,
oh no.
all
our
these
band
moments.
Oh,
wasted.
rip.
No
This is
Craig.
wasted.
Rip.
You have to do some
Not
weird
bad, guys.
audio splicing on that one.
Just moments like teardrops in the rain.
All right.
Do you believe that Craig can truly bloom on the battlefield?
Hello, Craig.
Oh
Damn it,
god,
Craig.
that fucked everything up. You need
I
to hide
know.
Craig.
Hold on. No, it's me. It's on me. It's all me. Fucking Craig.
Sam is Craig now.
We're all Craig.
We're all Craig. This might
Are we not all Craig on this glorious day?
So, episode 6, Dreams of Tro.
Only I so grossly and
Start over.
Craig Desert.
Take it from the
Run it
top.
back.
No. So yeah, you guys are central monastery, bodies everywhere. Now healed up, you can actually move and walk around. Requisition. You go to check Helen Ray's body, and yeah, you go to like feel where her heart is, which is there's just like her chest is like caved in. You're like, You like look up and you can't really tell, you know. Maybe if the right person could heal her.
It's
Oh.
impossible
You're
to
saying
know.
there's a chance.
She could be alive. I'm just
With
not
that
sure.
with that nat
Do
one
we
medicine
want her
check.
alive?
Yeah. I don't know if we exactly want her alive. We already have one to question down there.
I don't think any of us are in a position to deal with anyone right now. In fact, I think that we should potentially go back down, either leave or go back down in this little cave and take a little bit of a breather.
I'm gonna go ahead and double tap on Helen Ray.
Yeah, her, it doesn't move.
Better safe than
oh, excuse me, never mind.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry, Rex. What?
Oh boy.
I really go after you.
I was just going to say perhaps that we can take some time, since we greatly outnumber the only remaining monk at the monastery, and ask him some questions.
Yeah, because that
Are
worked
we
great last
absolutely-
time.
Are we
Yeah,
absolutely
we're
certain
not
he's the
exactly
last
sure
one?
that he is the last one.
You could probably tell us.
That's true.
Fair point.
I screamed down into the basement. Hey, Qarbo. How many more people that aren't splattered against the walls usually walk these halls?
Well, there's a variable number.
I shoot the ground next to the rock that he's hiding behind. We're not talking variables here, son.
They come and go for training. We have some that are out on patrol that might come back.
Great.
I'm gonna kick Helen Ray's body down inside of it and be like,
Rolls down
a
the
little
hill.
bit more information would be helpful.
Her head is also caved in because Selene just
Oh, you just finished
double
it.
tap it.
Oh, that's what you meant by double tap.
I didn't know what you meant. To be honest,
I thought you were just like nudging her body.
Medicine check.
Oh no.
Double tap
Double
is
tap.
finish the job.
Gotcha. Yeah, she's
So I was like,
her
God
body.
damn.
Two in the chest, one in the head.
Body rolls down. Qarbo kind of like looks at it a
Shit,
moment and looks
Selene.
up, kind of like nods, a bit impressed despite himself. And he says, "There's a few soldiers down below the monastery as well."
Well,
How do I believe him? Like, and how much to a degree do I believe him?
You mean
Like-
insight check?
Yep, absolutely. Dang it. 11.
Insight. Wow.
Dang it.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell. He seems like Qarbo the whole time you've met him has not quite seemed quite all there.
Hmm.
So I would say it's difficult to tell. He's a bit chaotic, but
Qarbo, give me that staff.
sure. Tosses his staff up.
All right.
So, do we double tap him or?
I can handle
I think we
this.
should.
I did everything you wanted. You're gonna kill me
Oh, wait.
I'm just
Before we
gonna
kill him, we gotta
grapple
ask.
him.
listen.
Where are our captives?
But yeah, we gotta figure out where the prisoners are before we double tap him. I
We are
forgot.
absolutely listen. We've done quite a bit more wanton murder than I'm honestly comfortable with in a day.
Wanton.
Absolutely. Like I said, many a time we could have gotten out with a brief conversation, a pretend of like, oh, we'll join your monastery, whatever. We could have figured out, and then we could have just left. Like the doors, for the most part, are openable. We could have just walked out with them. Maybe we could have had to slap a couple of them down here on the way out, but
Well, I mean, I highly
This-
doubt they would have let us.
I
leave
just don't agree with the
prisoners.
wanton murder. I mean, I was happy doing one thing at a time, and then also I can't look at big guy right here. And I point at the big warforged on the floor. I say, "How would you have felt if you were the one down in that cage?" Now I don't mind killing, but what I do mind is torture. Everyone should be able to go out on their own soil when they need to, and this man was not. I don't stand well for that.
Honestly, I
Well-
think it's safer to go ahead and kill as many of them as possible anyway, because if they kidnapped the delegates from our particular,
Convoy.
delegation, then it's very likely they'll just do it again the next time one comes through here. So if they're dead, they can't do that again.
an eye for an eye making the whole world blind is a bit apt for this situation, but something about mutually assured destruction can also be said, seeing as how we came in for a confidence call and left decimators of the monastery. I think they try not to mess with us unless they get a good enough drop. But you're not going to do something stupid like that, are you, Qarbo? Seeing as how you might be the second in command now under Marlos in this monastery.
You
just got a
did get
promotion.
Very nice promotion.
By the way I look
much
at it.
confidence.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
Ooh.
That feels good.
Straight out.
Sweet
I rolled-
warlock, baby.
Hey, 21 and a 25.
Yeah, Qarbo like thinks a moment and he nods. He says, "Interesting. You did take out Helen, Ray. I suppose it's possible. Marlos. Well, how can I spin this? Anyway, what questions you? I mean, I'm not gonna betray you. Of course, you've proven yourself the stronger of us. I have no more resources in my command."
Can
That
I
might be the
insight
only
check
thing
that?
you've said that I believe, actually.
Yeah, you can give me an insight check.
For the record, we also made really, really, really quick work of Larock in a cave earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of sad, actually.
It was a horribly quick.
A little sad. I almost feel bad. Almost.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Larock.
His name's Larock.
Oh,
Some
that
sort
guy. I thought he died.
He did die.
He is now.
He did.
You know, I have to say, I've been on the forefront most of my life, and today I've seen more bloodshed, more cold-blooded bloodshed than I think I ever did on the front lines. It's been an interesting experience today.
It has been a fun day for the books, for sure. Still don't necessarily agree with the cold blood, though.
I appreciate that we have freed my brother in arms from his imprisonment. I agree with you on that matter, Sirius, but if we could have perhaps parlayed with these monks, I feel like Helen Ray could have been a useful resource, a person who could have provided something great to our delegation.
Because we also did technically just make ourselves real big marks for Marlos. And seeing as how the warlords are some groups of people that I think in all of the different delegatory talks that we're going to be having with Drome as a whole, having an enemy of one of the main warlords is probably not the best idea we've had off the cuff. Now, I will say, it was...
that does depend on your stance.
It was self-defense. At the end of the day. It was them or us. Qarbo can support our claim that it was in fact us, and maybe he can even put in a good word with Marlos, seeing as how he's now his second in command.
A good word about you?
I guess. I mean, I don't know the fuck.
Does Drome have a castle doctrine?
Stand your ground.
Drome doesn't have much in the way of laws. I will say, Raven, like, you can't really read Qarbo. He's kind of all over the place. He doesn't seem to have any reason to lie. He's in kind of it's not a disadvantaged position. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry. So yeah, he seems kind of beaten, though he is trying to like stay down at the bottom, talking up to you guys.
Now, all right.
But we have a couple of the delegates in
a little bit. So
what was up? What was up?
We have a couple
Qarbo,
of the delegates in the prison below the monastery. A couple of them, I'm afraid, we've already shipped off, traded to another warlord.
Which one?
What is the name? Some newer warlord who's they are taken to Riverguard Keep, I believe, under the order of one Gar Shatterkeel.
Which how many delegates ended up here?
What was that requisitioning?
How many delegates ended up here?
We got about a half dozen, I suppose, all in all.
And what, in your opinion, is your end game? You just want to stop the delegations of Drome becoming a country. The warlords just want their own little pieces of land. What in your opinion is happening here, Qarbo?
Well, yes, these hags come in, say they're going to rule over all of Drome, but there are other warlords here. Not all of them bow to those witches. Marlos being one of them.
And what would it take for, again, in your opinion, for Marlos and these other warlords to come around?
If you're not going to get Marlos to come around, you'd have to kill him and place somebody else in charge of his warband.
Everyone
Then
has
maybe
price,
you
even
could...
if it's not monetary.
Well, now, not everyone can be bought, but I mean,
I
some
said even
people
if it's
do
not
enjoy
monetary.
promotions.
We have powers that you underestimate. The very earth calls to Marlos. He is able to gift powers to many in his retinue.
Well, I don't think he'd be too keen in calling us part of his retinue or gifting us anything short of a swift retaliatory death at this point.
Well, dependent on how Qarbo spins things here.
I'm not so sure. I think we could, as you said, spin this to our advantage. Doesn't the strong rule here?
Quick question. What delegates did you have?
I don't...
Any from Cannith?
Yeah, we did have one. But Mirage took him.
Where?
To the temple.
The temple.
Yes, Marlos's temple. The Temple of Stone.
Feels like an obvious question. Where is said Temple of Stone?
Well, I'm not really privy to such information.
You don't even know where your own boss's temple is?
I'm in charge of the monastery. I have duties here, okay? I don't get to know all the other internal goings on.
How do you communicate with him?
This is why you can never be a country. Too many bureaucratic middlemen stuck in the way. God.
No, I think that's exactly what makes them fit to be a country, if you think about it.
All the red tape.
Things are certainly more simple in the Moorlands.
All right.
Yeah, nothing's
I
there.
gotta
Simple, sure.
You gotta know something. There's gotta be someone that knows where it is.
And how do you communicate with him when you need to talk to him?
Helen Ray usually dealt with him.
Shit.
Oh, wonderful. Let's just... oh, wait.
Yeah, no, I know.
No. Okay.
All right, was he still alive when you shipped him off?
Yes, Mirage thought he could use him as another Kenneth for some project he's working on.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck. All right. Well,
So
I gotta go.
well, first let's start with what we've got. Qarbo, I do think, seeing as how we both spared your life and have given you quite the healthy promotion, maybe you could be so privy as to lead us down into the cells underneath where the other delegates that you still have on hand are. We will take them off of your hands. You can speak to the soldiers, say there's been a change of plans of sort, and we will get out of your way.
Drool won't really listen to me, but I'll show you the way.
Drool?
Yes.
Before we go down there, I would like to take a small breather.
We could definitely stand to recharge some more health.
A short rest, if you will. Yeah, you guys...
I'd like to just be asking him questions about Mirage.
Who the fuck is Mirage?
You don't need to worry about it. Oh, wait,
I feel
you can't just keep saying the name of
that's
someone.
Bart asking. That's Bart asking out loud.
Oh, you don't need to worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Mirage to
No.
That is going to be the inside check of the. Never mind. So that one.
Well, now
All right.
hold on a minute.
All right, fuck it.
Do I know
You get one.
Mirage?
You probably would not. Well, how about that? Make me what kind of check would that be? just make me a general intelligence check.
Oh, I'm very good at intelligence check.
You are very smart.
11. That passes your deception at least.
It does
Yeah,
pass my 9 deception.
I think you might have heard the name spoken like around, but you doesn't like. You've met lots of Kenneths.
I think I'd also like to ask Qarbo if he knows anything about Vanifer, the new warlord.
Vanifer. Yes, she's kind of separated herself from the rest of the Venom domain, setting up her own little war band, I guess. What about her?
She just, when the delegation was attacked, she was one of the few people who did not seem to be actively targeted by the raiders. And so it could have been luck or it could have been something more sinister, but I have no bearing on it.
One moment. Says, well, there are some rumors that the Marlos made an agreement with a couple of the other war bands for the attack. I'm not sure if she was part of it, but it could have been. I was not part of the detail for that particular group.
Good enough for me.
But I know we have had some clashes with her forces in the past.
Cool.
Out of curiosity, so if Helen Ray was usually responsible for the communication between you and Marlos, how do you intend to talk to him about what happened here?
He does come and visit occasionally. He'll, pop up and say hi. He will come and greet us.
And when was the last time he was here?
Well, he was here with looking over the delegates. He really got into talking to or I guess reading over some books and talking to some old dwarf down there for a while.
It's a good sign. Or a bad sign. It's a sign.
A warlord who likes to read.
Nothing wrong with that. Knowledge is power.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you guys take an uninterrupted short rest.
I'd like to roll all of my hit dice.
No info on Mirage.
Mirage is, well, I guess he really is Marlos' number 2 when it comes down to it. He usually travels with him and stays in the temple working on his various constructs and some secret project with Marlos that I'm not, again, privy to.
You really gotta.
I train troops, just to clarify. I train
I get
monks.
that, but now you're second in command here at the monastery. You really got to take the initiative to better yourself.
No, the monastery will be mine. I have no doubt about that.
Does Mirage ever come here without, just on his own, without anyone holding his leash?
No, I've never seen. I mean, mind you, I've only been around Mirage when Marlos is visiting, but I've only seen the two together. But
when were they here? When did they take the other Kenneth?
Earlier today, maybe 8 hours ago.
Do you know, did you watch them leave? Which direction they went?
They went back to the temple.
North, south, east, west. Come on, cardinal directions.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck.
Or intimidation.
Intimidation seems a little more apropos.
Yeah, except persuasion's the one I'm trained in.
Fair.
15.
He kind of rolls his eyes and says, I don't even know why I'm trying to prevent you from chasing after him. You'll just get yourselves killed anyway. He went down. He goes down into the earth.
Somehow I think we should have guessed that, considering.
Yeah, that seems kind of a...
Apropos.
Yeah.
So they took the Cannith down with them into the earth.
Yes.
He doesn't know that's... He doesn't know.
So is the stone temple directly beneath us?
Not directly.
Is there a way to get there from here?
Hey, I mean, there must be, I assume.
Qarbo, you don't speak up. You're about to lose your second in command.
I've never seen it. I know he comes up from the mines. I've never been down there. They have some of the areas blocked off.
Well, perhaps you can show us to the entrance to the mines then.
Yes. Can I
feel like
get some help?
we also might want to take some time to search around up here to see if there's anything interesting for us as well.
How's our big friend looking?
Oh yeah, how's he
Yeah,
after
I also
our
wanted
little
to know
rest?
how's.
I'd like to pick clean Helen Ray's body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. I'll start with the big guy. Does seem to, he's not like talking, but he seems to be like kind of like awake and sitting, kind of like near the end of your rest. Seems to like come to a little bit, kind of just like rubbing his head. Searching Helen Ray's body. The only thing you find on Helen Ray's body, other than like her like monk robes, is a key. Just a simple iron key.
Cool.
I
will
walk up
take
to big guy as he's sitting down and say, cages aren't fun. Having a captive, being a captive to people who promise certain things to you is never fun. At least now you can go kill or die, whatever you want to do, just on your own. Just make your own decision.
Kind of nods, puts a hand on your shoulder, serious, like almost in like thanks, soldier to soldier kind of thing. And he takes, he touches a button on his chest. His chest like suddenly like steam starts like pouring out a little bit, and it opens up, and this tiny orb like slowly is ejected out into his hand, and he takes it and says, his voice modulator kind of sounding different apparently after he's gotten some rest here, and he says, turns to the requisitioner and says, here, brother, this is the only thing I can offer in payment for your help.
It is my honor to receive this from you.
And he says, my name is Butcher. You are friends of mine for here until the end of my days. But now I must leave.
Butcher, I am requisitioner, and I will remember you for the rest of my days.
He kind of gives you a nod and says, it's been an honor. And then he turns towards them. And
If you ever want
like,
a job, just head down to Valinor.
kind of gives a wave out. You guys hear like a crash of stone as he just like runs straight through. There's like a smaller stone wall with like some windows in it, and he just crashes through that.
Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, just and heads out of the monastery.
What a cool dude.
Qarbo, for his he basically leads you deeper into the monastery. He says there's a set of stairs we'll take that will lead us down into the mine. I'll leave you to go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
He says, I'll leave you to talk to Drool. Like I said, he won't listen to me. He doesn't like me very much.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah.
Beat me to it.
You're so likable.
At some point,
we're gonna have to come back for the other prisoners.
Are we not planning on letting them out? Are we going into this mine? Is that our plan here?
Yes.
I was going to ask where we were going to put them once we rescued them. Surely they can't just come with us. It's too dangerous.
That's why we do the mines first, and then we escort them back.
Sulain, I do have to, I say perhaps we make, I don't think that they'll hurt, I don't think Mirage will hurt anyone that he's taken. And we are in no state, to do them.
He has Chevelle. I'm going.
I pick her up.
Bitch! I try and get out. It's not gonna work.
Deal with your... I'll take you to the prisoners first, and then you guys can wrestle about where you're going. Yeah.
What I have a feeling we're gonna wrestle a lot.
I ain't wrestling nobody. Get hands off me.
Sulain,
Bartholomew, you could beat all of us.
My job is to protect you first before anything else.
What about my brother?
Words.
They're not going to hurt your brother. And if you go after your brother, you will die.
Selene, did you say something? I'm sorry.
All right.
For our audio listeners,
looks like an awesome thing.
Oh yeah, that was just the middle finger.
All right, let's take a quick tally. We got a requisitioner who might have, I think, daddy issues, maybe. Sibling issues from Solane. A whole crock of issues, both familial and otherwise, for Sirius. Raven, you're kind of a closed book. I guess probably like an angry mom, if I had to guess, if I was a betting man. And I haven't had an issue my entire life, so I just wanted to kind of get a stock of everything that we're dealing with here. Like, what brings us truly together?
Your entire life. I don't believe that for a moment.
Yeah, can I roll insight on that?
Cool, thanks.
I pick him up.
Well, I mean, all right. I'm like a rag doll. I fly up, no problem. Like, all right. I mean, I'm not complaining. I was just curious.
Thank you for the analysis, but did you have a point?
It's just
written all over my face that I have problems, and
listen, it's just fine. Interesting to see little bits and pieces of the people that, how do I put, I could have died in the room with, or have created a long list of names that have been stricken from the world major with, or group of people that I'm going to be walking into yet another mine, an underground chasm of some sort with all sorts of gross nasties to kill and to be killed by with.
I think the only sibling issue I have currently is that one is missing. So, and
another one is dangerous enough that they will kill you, and so your I'm assuming like we're like both on the shoulders of Rec, and your
like both leaning over his shoulder.
your babysitter and or bodyguard requisitioner here is trying to.
Wait, what? Why do you think Rifty would? She's harmless. What? What sibling is trying to kill? I have 2 siblings. Why? Why do you
The
think
Mirage
she's trying to
Mirage isn't a sibling. All right.
No, former work associate.
Spans many,
I'm piecing.
generations.
I am piecing things together here, fly by night. Like I'm in the business of talking to people, and the more I learn, and the more I gain of people,
That sounds weird.
this story fills itself out.
Bartholomew, you remind me of someone who talks a lot.
Was he handsome?
Handsome enough to kiss. And I walk off.
I'm not interested.
Do any of us know that you kissed your brother?
Yeah, I do. He transformed right in front of me.
No, the players. The players know.
Oh.
The characters
No,
don't.
the players don't know. Yeah.
So you literally just said, you remind me of someone. Oh, was he handsome? Handsome enough to kiss, and then you just walked away. And so all of us are left there like,
I
okay.
love this part.
So,
All right.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not interested now.
How bad
Bartholomew,
do
no
you
one's
think,
interested.
How bad do you think things turned out between him and his boyfriend?
All right, I'm gonna move us along slightly. So yeah, as Qarbo's taking you down, he does like point to one room and like, Helen Ray's room. I'll make sure to take that over soon. We're right down these stairs here.
Well, what I meant to do at the whole time of this was I wanted to get in the back with Bartholomew, and while Qarbo was in front leading, and just come over to him and say quietly to him, just when am I able to bash this guy in the back of the head? We're going with your plan here
When we
of talking.
I'm currently over the shoulder of.
Like both
yeah,
of us
that's
are
right.
over
Yeah, I'm currently.
Well, I think I'm taller than Requisitioner either way, so I'm probably like.
You're probably like on. Yeah, you're
whisper to you're like eye
my
level
head
to
is eye level with you right now, which is completely different from normal.
when he says it's Helen Ray's room, I'll look back over my shoulder at Bartholomew and go, do what you will. I drop him right in front of the door.
Yeah, are you gonna drop me now?
I don't think that I can trust you to not run off on your own.
Wow, I'm hurt.
How far away is the door? As he's currently walking down the stairs.
Not so far, like 15, 20 feet.
I'm gonna run over real quick. Check the door. Is it open?
It is unlocked. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I'm gonna peek in. Just off top, is there anything valuable looking?
You see, let's see. There's the only thing you see because there's like a room with a setup that looks like meetings. It's pretty austere. There's several like wall hangings, a single pallet. The only thing you notice is there seems to be a small wooden chest on the desk in the room.
I run over real quick and I check the key the key that I grabbed if it goes to the chest.
You take the key, slide it in, it fits perfectly. You turn it with a little clicking, satisfying as the chest pops open. And inside you see several things. You see a few gold pieces. And by a few, I mean 50. Several platinum pieces.
Oh shit.
And 12 turquoise stones. Each of them kind of like wrapped in cowhide or some sort of hide. Each worth 10 gold pieces each. I'm gonna type this out for you real quick. And you also find a suit of like a almost like a ceremonial like glamour weave robe that has like these kind of it looks like almost like an avalanche going down like the robe as like these rocks are kind of like tumbling down it like internally kind of flowing. Glamour weave is just like illusory like effects basically to make it like look fancier. Looks like it's some sort of ceremonial type robes.
Oh, I know. I take it 100%.
Sure.
How long did all this take me? Seeing as how I just like ran over, used the key
Yeah,
like
you just kind of,
immediately upon first.
Sure, it doesn't take you long at all. You dump the coins into your bag and
Easy. Like it's practiced at this point. Like I don't know if I can think about it.
Okay. And yeah, you kind of like run back as Qarbo's kind of finishing up a little speech talking about, and as I said, I'm not talking to Drool. He's right through that door. He gets very angry this time.
Can I really quickly, as I'm running up, can I like snap to get I keep wanting to call you Silas, Sirius's attention and like have him put his hand out so that I can use it as a platform to jump off and back up onto Requisitioner's shoulder and like land up there and right when Qarbo turns around as if I never left. That's what I want. You're muted. You're muted. I want to hear it. I want to hear what you're saying.
I'm just gonna take my warhammer and just put it on the ground, just so you know, just so you can.
I should like run up it like. That's what I do. I jump up back on
the acrobatics of that.
Yeah, give me.
I'll roll it. Yeah.
See how clean it is.
As he does that. Oh no! Let's do this.
Oh no! Are you gonna fuck with him?
No.
I rolled that to GM.
What'd you roll?
What'd you roll? I rolled 1. So it's still a total of 5.
I actually did. In that case, I did fuck with him.
So it's like as he's like trying to climb over the hammer series, pulls it a little bit. And yeah, Barth, you kind of like fall into Requisitioner, like slamming into the ground and rolling over his shoulder.
Congratulations on your first one of the campaign.
Gotta happen sometime.
Dang, that took a while.
Requisitioner like stumbles a little bit, looks back, and he goes,
"You are a Weasley one, aren't you?"
Oh, I must have fallen off, dozed off on your comfortable shoulders. I am so sorry.
Yeah, and just like scoops him back up and puts him up there.
I'm not sure how we were defeated by you.
As I'm being really picked up in Elvish, I whisper "Dick" to Sirius.
I just smile and laugh.
Yeah, so you guys head down the stairway.
Remind me of someone.
And yeah, you go down the hallway. It's kind of like looks like a stone cut hallway as you go downstairs, and then the stairway turns into rough cut stone. And as you reach the bottom of the steps, there's a large stone door in front of you.
Way down here.
Yeah. Oh, there we are. They found us.
Requisition, maybe you and I should just go in front just to be safe.
Well, shouldn't the person who works here go first?
I mean behind Qarbo, but I just mean between us.
I don't care if he doesn't talk. I just don't want us to be the first thing that Drew will see.
Well, do you want to put me down since you want to be in the front? Wouldn't exactly be safe to keep me up front on your shoulder.
Elaine, if you want to leave, just leave.
I put her down.
All right. I stay put. I just stand behind him.
I mean, it's in her best interest to go into the mine since that's where everything is. So why would she leave now?
I just don't want to run in front of it.
Is this the mines? I thought this was. I guess the mines and the dungeon are the same thing.
Qarbo says, "Yeah, we make the prisoners mine beneath the for Dragon Shard beneath the monastery."
Brutal.
Classic.
Where do you keep the dragon shard?
They're transported with Marlos down to the temple.
Hmm.
But anyway, you through that door. You're
You
doing
first.
great.
You first.
Yeah,
I
Drew
already
will
failed for
not
this
listen.
last time.
I'm telling you, you don't want me there. Drew hates me.
Why? Why does he hate you?
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check.
Ah, natural one.
It's so good. There's so
I
many.
cannot
Look at
read this
that.
guy
Hold
whatsoever.
on. I would like to try.
Sure.
I would like to try.
Come on, just roll low, baby.
Damn.
Wow.
This is
My nat
fantastic.
one was better than your. Was better than your four.
Incredible.
Yeah, Qarbo is mysterious, inscrutable. Like, it's hard. He's always got this weird smile on his face, even when he's like complaining.
An enigma.
Yeah.
Must be
Wrapped
great
in a
with the ladies.
mystery.
But I mean, he seems sincere as far as you can tell.
I'll open the door. Whatever.
Yeah, you open it up.
I'm gonna look behind and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch Qarbo
Oh fuck.
up the steps.
Sure.
We
So
wanna
there's a.
rearrange ourselves.
You can move yourselves if you want. There's a large well sitting in one corner of the room. There's like a winch and bucket for fetching water. There's several like dirty pallets around the room. And in the center of the room, you see what looks like a large ogre with these three orc-like creatures. And they seem to be playing cards. And you just like hear one of them go, go fish. And they like throw down in the middle before they kind of like turn around at the door opening. And the ogre stands up and turns to you, a look of confusion on his face, and says, forsooth, who comes down Drool's stairs?
Forsooth?
'Tis but our humble party, Drool. We come at the behest of those above.
Oh, who sent you?
The one with whom you have great strife. You know him as Qarbo.
Qarbo sent you down here, that lily-bellied half-wit, and he just like grabs a rock and like crumbles it and breaks it in his hand and throws it to either side.
I
And he
guess he
says,
was telling the truth.
looking up at Qarbo, yeah, I'm just gonna say, me and the big guy agree on something.
To be fair, Qarbo was merely the one who gave us direction to your lair here, Drool. We were actually sent by Helen Ray herself.
Hey, do you have room at the Go Fish table?
Make a deception check for me.
Oh, this is going so well. It's been going so well.
Are they
The
gonna
rolls
let
have
me
not
play?
been good tonight.
Oh my god, just scroll up. There we go. There we
Oh
go.
I
my
rolled a
God.
26. I just am so good with the ogres. First Grunch, then Grinner.
So that Drool kind of like thinks for a moment and says, he looks towards Selene and answers her question first. It says, only those of Drool's command are welcome to our card games. They're team building exercises.
That's fair. That's fair. Brilliant. Also,
Requisitioner makes a note to play cards as a team building exercise. Whatever planning later.
Says, but if Helen Ray has sent you, what has she sent you for?
Some of the delegates that are currently still, well, we're obviously not members normal of your monastery here or of your employ. We're here to come collect the other delegates that aren't being sent down to the mine, down to the temple proper, rather. But if I'm not mistaken, we did say we were going to see Marlos. Is he in the temple proper?
I mean, I assume so. Well, this all checks out. Head down south. He sits back down and like starts playing cards again with the other creatures. They kind of like glance at you guys, but don't stop you.
Let's vamoose.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't even like pay no mind. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So you guys head down out of the room to the south, and you see it opens up into a hallway. To the east, you see what appears to be a jail cell with bars, and to the left, it heads deep into the underground tunnels beneath the monastery.
I feel like the cells are probably the better first stop.
All right. So, we have no music.
I'm gonna stand right here and keep a watch. Just I don't trust Qarbo. I'm sorry.
Fair point. I'm going to move slightly ahead around the corner, but not like anywhere else.
I do.
Oh, wow.
I fully trust Qarbo.
Is that a goat?
That does look like a goat.
That's a goat.
There's a goat. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Such a goat by its cover.
yeah, at the end of this tunnel, you see 3 cell-like rooms that have been excavated out, iron bars hooked into them, and there's a chain and padlock securing each gate. And yeah, you see inside there's a number of prisoners. Some of you may recognize Roldenthar, the dwarven delegate in the northern cell. And yeah, in the southern cell, among the myriad of humanoids in here, there is a single goat that kind of just looks at you as you like look into that cell. And yeah, the several creatures. There's like one bugbear in the southern one that's just kind of glaring at you guys as you walk up. And yeah, what do you want to do?
Are the locks? I guess we don't have the key. Obviously, are the locks like well maintained?
You think you could probably break them, or yeah, if somebody could pick a lock, there's always an option.
But
But
they-
Has
just like-
Eleanor's key. We should at least test to see if it works.
Bartholomew,
went to
would you
the-
mind?
Went to the chest.
Well, they could have been.
It
lazy
could
with
be two
lock.
of the same.
I mean, yeah, I could try. I walk up and I try to pop open the lock with the key.
Helen Ray's key does not fit in these.
Yeah, that would have been a
Alright.
terrible security oversight otherwise.
That probably would have. I'm gonna walk over
not-
and try and pick the
it's not
lock on this one.
I'm just gonna try and yank the lock off the north one.
Are we leaving
Bartholomew,
these people?
Would you mind telling people what is happening before,
Oh yeah, before
giving
we
them a
try
little bit of a
and-
rundown before we try to break
Oh,
them out? We don't
all
even
right.
know who these people are.
Yeah. Hey. Good people. Honestly, I think it's a little gun sure that we're busting you out here a little early because as it currently stands, we're going down into the mine. Apparently, we're not going to bust these people out and have them just run away, right?
That does seem like it would be a bad idea.
Okay,
yeah. Like,
It
why?
let's
wasn't
say-
that long.
I
to
thought we
go.
were going to the. I thought we were busting them out because when I recommended we go to the mine, I was told that we would all die.
I think we should.
I didn't think we were going to the mine yet.
Yeah, it
Are
only
we-
took
I don't-
like an hour to go down that path to get here, right? Or a couple hours. It wasn't that long.
It was
It took a
13.
The path that took you from the moving stone room to
to here.
the
To the
monastery.
Monastery, yeah.
It took
It took the
you.
better part of a day.
Yeah, it took you like 3 or 4 hours, I think. We decided.
Well, not like. I mean, 3 or 4 hours is not like 12.
Oh, I thought it was like
right?
evening when we got here.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot
It was,
longer
but you
than
guys,
that.
you guys have been traveling up to Grimstone Keep for most of the day before even that.
That's-
So
okay.
you guys have had like a pretty long fucking day
That's fair. Okay.
because you had
Yeah,
fought like this is technically
Yeah.
all the same day that you guys fought like the wing guys on the road up and everything. So
Our
Mhm.
snappy boys.
mhm.
I figured
Yes.
that since it's not like a super long thing, we could probably walk these guys back, rest, and then
Okay. Yeah.
come back, right?
Yeah. The
we
That
need to
does
take
sound
them
like
to
a
the
good
great.
idea.
Way.
are they going to be safe at Grimstone Keep, or do we need to take them to the Great Crag?
That was also my question. I didn't know if we would be able to leave them there safely, or if they just
Well,
get kidnapped again.
I have a note here that we were supposed to find a druid, and she was going to help us find more. She was supposed to help us find more.
Yeah, we
people.
have to find the
Half-orc
delegates here, and then we got to find the delegates up at the tower with the Batman.
I thought they said the owlmen didn't get anyone.
Yeah, they did say that. They
Yeah,
tried
they
to
didn't
take
get
my
anyone.
friend, but failed.
That's right.
It's the people that went in the water.
The river.
But what if that was one of the warlords that Marlos traded some delegates to?
Well,
That's a fair point.
As it stands, and sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'll address you here in a second. I was conferring for a moment because I was just about to address all these people, and then we started talking into ourselves. As it stands, we will in fact be going to what was the name of it? I missed it.
The temple?
To go visit Gar Shatterkeel off in Riverview, Riverguard. Because he has some of the delegates. We will in fact be visiting him, and I think River God Keep, River Fish People taking delegates. I think that might be our next stop. If we want to hit up this mine, it will probably behoove us to do it after a nice long rest. I mean, I'm fine. I'm good to go.
I would like to have some spell slots back, I'll be honest.
I could use some repair time.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have energy for casting.
I wouldn't mind having a little meditation to make sure I can blow things up again.
And I'm sure that the fine innkeeper at Greystone Keep would be happy to harbor these people for whatever fee as us, right?
Just some
And maybe we
dreams.
could bypass our fee if we bring her all these people.
What fee?
That sounds really fucking creepy. I thought I was bad at talking around people.
What do you mean our fee? You have to pay to stay at a hotel.
What's a hotel?
Time and place. I say as we're standing in front of the people we're about to be liberating from the cells.
It's a gold room. What do you want?
Yes. Gold for prisoners. How? So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to bust you out.
There's like some murmuring among them. Like, oh,
I was expecting applause, but that's fine.
The dwarf Broldenthar actually like goes up to the bars and says, "Oh, thank goodness, you have to let me out. We're all in grave danger."
Why are you in grave danger? I thought they were just making you mine.
Right? It's the books, you see. Surely you've noticed the weather's been out of whack.
I mean, it's been stormy. It's been hot.
It's been hot.
Actually,
pretty flat area, so I figured, weather just kind of happened.
I mean, we did
Well,
take
don't
a
forget
tunnel.
the owls did kind of
definitely
drench us with just a gesture. They brought a storm on top of our heads.
Well,
There's,
weather magic is a thing.
I had done some research and found about these ancient rituals. There's a lot of information, all right? But
yeah,
the thing is, this ritual is dangerous, and anybody who has one of these, gatekeeper keys can unlock a manifest zone to let something really bad in. And unfortunately, Marlos got a hold of this ritual that I had. And I'm pretty sure he made a copy and sent it with the delegates he sent to Riverguard earlier. And, I think they're trying to do something really bad. You see, thousands of years ago, similar events started to occur with the weather. Something to do with manifest zones and a great, great evil that required thousands of deaths to fight it.
Are you saying that this...
Well, that's a lot to chew on.
So do you think that they're trying to summon this great thing back into the world?
I'm not sure if they're trying to summon it back or there's the keys themselves are bound to these corrupted elementals, and well, Marlos seems to think that he can use them as a weapon of some sort, if nothing else.
Does any of this sound familiar to me? In
or me.
any type of stories
Make
that I might
me
particularly
history.
know?
Make me some history checks. Sirius, you can have advantage.
Everyone?
Also, was any of this covered in the book
Yes,
that he
thank
had
you
me
for
borrow
advantage.
earlier?
Uh,
24.
The book he had you borrow earlier it talks about manifest zones, but it was fairly vague.
Okay, so not enough information to have any further knowledge. Got it.
Yeah, I would say you do have a book where you think that would have information thousands of years old.
Fair enough.
But that book would not be. Yeah. Okay. So, Selene, you do remember reading about this in like an ancient history class you had to take with Kenneth. It was very light on details, but there was like a great evil when you're studying Dakani history that the goblinoids and elves and dwarves and even the few humans that were on Corvair at the time had to like rally together to fight. And it's very vague what that evil was, but you do remember this kind of tale happened about 9,000 years ago. And Sirius, this sounds exactly like the story of your patron ancestor. He came here to fight a great evil. The timeline matches up with what you know. This all sounds very familiar to the tales that you heard.
All right.
I mean, it's been.
I'm gonna say, I don't think there's anything for us to worry about here. I think we'll take this. I think time will take care of this while we go take care of Marlos.
Yeah, I mean, it's been almost 10,000 years since the last time something like this happened. It's fine.
I'm gonna bust.
Plus, it sounds like it would be an interesting time if this happened again.
Yeah, you take a moment, bust the lock open. They break open easy. I'm not gonna make you do anything.
I want to pick the lock.
Okay, yeah. It takes you a little bit. You manage to pick one. Yeah, and a couple of like you open these cells, you see various people. Some of them obviously like from the caravan, but most of them not. Most of them look like local Droam citizens that have been kind of like stuck here.
Oh, right. Any of you half-orc druids?
Well, there was a druid with us, but we were attacked on the way back by these look like some sort of skiffs, small airships almost, that attacked us, and well, I think they managed to get her.
Welp.
They kind of like everybody kind of like moves out looking expectantly. This little goblin moves up and is like, "Are we free to leave?"
Yes, but it's we told the god Drool that we're only going to be taking a couple of people, and now we have to figure out a story as to why we're taking everyone. The way is clear. The monastery has been somewhat cleared out. I'm just thinking, or trying to at least. Any ideas are more than welcome. Field them if you got them.
I think go use a couple more of those honeyed woods on Drool. It'll be fine. He seemed to like you.
Or we get Qarbo in there and just let them duke it out.
Could use him as
That is a
distraction.
more fun plan.
I really like this plan.
But Cabo's gone. He's not waiting around anymore.
And the idea of being able to control Qarbo enough to get him to do something is slim at best.
Raven, I will say, if you want to invoke your book, we're gonna make it a big thing.
Okay.
It's the whole thing.
Oh boy.
At least I would like it to be like a
That's fair.
dramatic thing when you use it.
That's fair. I'll wait until we're at a rest period then.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, Bart.
I shall.
Mhm. One moment.
Any ideas at all?
Okay. Yeah, so you start kind of like gathering people in the hall. Like Bart's kind of like looking over everybody. And Bart, you do notice a small mark, if you will, on a tiefling woman that is standing in this kind of like incel here.
What does the mark look like?
It looks like it reads. It is skin can't reads. It reads Dove.
Everyone's free to go. You. Bart pulls and looks at the tiefling. You stay right there.
Why do I have to stay here?
I have to talk to you about something's not right about you. I pull out my I summon the gun.
All right.
I wave everyone else down and I say, do what you got to do. Deal with Drool however you got. I will be right back.
I look over to Selene and say, he still doesn't know that nobody knows what that thing is.
Yeah, no idea what he won't explain it. He just waves around and expects people to know.
You trust me and I'll explain everything.
All right, Bart, do you need backup?
I don't. Not
I'm
with
just
this
standing
one.
in this middle of this hallway, just making people walk around me.
Do that girlish scream of yours if you do need help.
It's not. Will do.
Hey, John, how's this goat doing?
Yeah, how's the goat?
The goat looks fine. It's like following behind this this bugbear, like kind of happily, just like trotting behind him in the stone.
Does it seem like it's intelligent?
Give me an insight check.
It's an animal.
I want to know if it's a druid.
Is the goat
That was my thought too.
Ooh, 22. You look into this goat's eyes, and there's this
They're
moment
really weird.
where it does have the little rectangle eyes,
Squares, yeah.
and it seems to almost look into your soul. And me, and you're like, no, this it's just a goat. You kind of shake your head a little bit. And,
Cool.
Did you never go to petting zoos as a child? Like, is this your first time seeing one? Or
Do they have petting zoos right now?
I casted spells, swung a hammer around, and was literally talking to old people all day growing up.
Ugh, yeah, relatable. I had to make shit all the time and study constantly.
Well, I mean, at least you were like doing something productive. I felt like I was just hammering my face against the wall all day.
You have a mark, and they just put all these expectations on you. It's ridiculous.
As you guys are, oh, good, right?
Rec they get to the door and Rec like addresses everyone.
Now, everyone, Drool and his associates are currently in the middle of a team building exercise. They'll be very busy with it, so as long as we just move on past and don't disturb them, we should be fine.
I don't even know what to say about
Should
that.
we
I'm just gonna
have-
watch.
Did we have like some distraction going on? Like some of us hanging out by the table, like, so how do you play this game? And like be chatting them up while they're playing so that they can all walk back.
Nope. We're just going through.
I'm gonna cut to, as you guys are kind of discussing this, I want to cut to Barth in this cage at the end here.
I push her back over here so there's no way that anyone can see us.
Yeah, you start pushing her back, and she shoves you back, and she's like, you watch it, I will hurt you.
Girl, I ain't afraid of you, not one day, none. What's your name?
Drissa. Why?
I've got one question for you, Drissa. You know what fire tastes like?
She kind of blinks a little bit, turning her head, and she says, I would never ingest empty calories like that.
I throw the gun on the ground, drop the skin, and hug her as hard as I fucking can.
And
just
with
crying.
that, we will go to break.
What the fuck?
This is so exciting.
I didn't expect you were going to do it this soon. Like,
I'm
having written all this, I'm getting verklempt, and like I'm starting to get a little choked up as if I'm doing all this stuff.
I started tearing up a little bit too. Yeah.
Like my heart started beating. I was like, oh god, I was just shooting in the dark. Who knows? Yeah, no, cool. It's very exciting. Oh my heart. Thank you for watching, everyone. You're into seeing some fun shit that's about to happen. Yeah.
We'll be back in a moment.
We'll be back here in a few. I need to do one of these. Thanks, everyone. Be back here soon. Okay. Hello, stream. Sorry for that extended break.
Oh.
But we're back here live on the internet playing Dungeons and Dragons. Smile.
Hello, internet.
Who's that? Is that internet?
So, we find ourselves looking at this small cutout prison cell, and we see, two figures, arms embraced. What was once? Oh, do you want to describe the scene for me?
Yeah. So Bartholomew Maximilian Kelly was a human being, not very pretty, not very, like, you wouldn't be able to pick him out of a crowd too easily, but that's kind of the point. Because here in this cave, after holding this tiefling woman to gunpoint and asking a very few number of specific questions, Bart throws down his gun and embraces this other woman, and he drops his shape change of Bartholomew Kelly, and what you see is a changeling with stark silver skin, glowing iridescent white eyes that just have this silver-like sheen over them. Taller, bouffant-esque, like almost flamboyant hair with a slight purplish silver hue to it. He's got dark shadows around his eyes. Depending on his mood, a different fingernail will be painted a different color, but it will be physically that different color because painting that's way too much upkeep. But he'll like change the color of a single fingernail depending on the hand, depending on the day, depending on the color. But he's still this stocky, or this like thin, wiry, lithe little man. And he embraces this other woman in the cell, and he just starts crying. He's losing it. Absolutely beside himself. Obviously, I'm about to cry, but I'm going to try not to for the sake of the game.
And the tiefling that was once Drissa, her form also shifts, changes, revealing herself to be a changeling, also pale skin, like this huge like wave of purplish white hair as she kind of like embraces Boz in this tight grip hug. And this accent's gonna be the thing though.
Right, it's very hard, it's difficult.
She says, "You fucking bastard, where have you been?"
I know, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But you, what have you been doing? Why the fuck are you in a prison cell in the middle of a fucking mountain range, off in the middle of a monastery, covered in giants and gargoyles and all the like?
All right, look, it wasn't my fault. Now I tried to. Well,
it's
look,
never
it
your
fault.
fault.
She kicks you in the shin. She says, "Don't worry about how I got here. All right, we just got to get out of here."
All right, I'm your fucking. I know. And I look back to the cell, to the door to make sure no one's watching.
She says,
Are we? Is no one here?
No,
I'm in the hallway.
Good.
Oh,
by the way.
do we? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we're.
Elaine is busy talking with Sirius. She'll hear a girlish scream if need be, but she's really not trying to listen.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're just wondering what the hell your gun is.
We're working on the escort.
I still don't.
There's like
don't get what the hell it is. He acts like we should all know.
He
always walks around like it's super intimidating. I don't understand.
It's a tube.
I'm sure we've seen him shoot people with it, but
blew that guy's head off. But like
like gauntlets.
I don't know. It doesn't. I'm used to things leaving a mess, and then I just like wave my hammer up a little bit.
Yeah, it's.
He's an interesting one. I don't.
Traveling with him, it's not boring.
He really likes to read people. All right, we're done.
As the crowd's kind of like milling,
the tension.
Single file.
Turning back, making sure no one's seeing. Look, right. I don't know how I got us in this mess. It's ever since we had to leave Sharn as quick as we did. I know it's been ages, and I'm so sorry. And I know I fucked it up. I know,
That doesn't matter now, boss.
but I found you.
That's what matters. Yes, you're catching up now. I see.
In all the needles and all the haystacks in the world, I found you here in the middle of a cell, in the middle of the fucking mountains.
Why are you even here?
Great
I
question.
got caught up by these bastards raiding out and trying to catch miners for their dragon shards. But why the hell are you here?
It's not a bad hustle, right? So I've got, and then I looked at the gun, and then I summon it to my hand. Things have changed a little since we've last spoken, right? So I've got a lot to explain. I know, I'm sorry, but the people I'm traveling with are strong as hell. They're smart. I can't. I'm trying not to be too wrong by them. They're great. They're great. They're fine. They're great cover as well. They believe roughly half the things I say. And that's great odds, honestly. So whatever skin you had there is great. Go ahead and go with that. We'll put on. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. And I'll put Bartholomew back. And listen, I don't. And like Bartholomew is still speaking with the voice of Boz here, but. I don't know. I knew we made plans to meet with Dodd and with Nox. I know we still need to find them, and I'm looking. I'm honestly, I'm trying here, but
I forgot. You haven't heard. Nox, he didn't make it. He took a ship from Sharn, but it stunk on the way.
Right.
I'm sorry you got to find out this way, boss.
No, that's fine. It's my fault. I know.
But he's still out there.
Right. And that son of a bitch ain't gonna find himself, so, you know, it's great. Right. Yeah. He pushes all of the redness off of his face because skin can fucking change the fleshness of your face. Look, we can talk later. I know. Just stick with us. We're gonna try and get these people out as quickly as possible. And I don't know what we're gonna do with them, but you and me will. We got a place down in the Stoneborn Keep. Or wherever the fuck, I don't know, drum names and shit. Grimstone. Stone Cauldron. Everything's either rock this or stone that. It's sick of it. But you and I will talk more there. Just stick with us. I've got a lot of explaining to do, I know, but it'll all make sense. Trust me.
Yeah,
stick with us.
What do I call you?
Bartholomew Maximilian Kelly. This whole thing that I did here with holding you in the cell, it was a smoke screen. We were you were an old gambling friend of mine that I didn't expect to find here in the middle of the cell. We squared a bet after all this time. That's what it was.
Oh yeah,
that I would be dead.
Gold.
Sure. Yeah. I that you will, but that I would be dead before the next month's sunrise. But here I am, holding a gun to your head, and we hashed it out because old friends and such. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good. I'll follow your lead.
I give her another hug and a kiss on the forehead, and I I'm absolutely beside myself. Right.
She
Back
like
in
one more like playful kick on the shin. She says, "Get out there."
God, that's just the same spot. Just accuracy, pinpoint. And then we'll walk out. What did you say that the tiefling's name was?
Drissa.
I bet he's gonna still be waving that thing around just this entire time that we're doing this.
Without a doubt. I mean, honestly, it's maybe.
Uh,
I mean, you know, whatever it gives him his own security. You know,
we walk
I'm
out
not here to
and
judge. Oh, hey, Bartholomew.
we walk out and I've got the gun to my side, and then I told him, not in this bar, you're not.
I just stare at Bartholomew.
Oh my god, the jokes get worse and worse.
Oh, the funny thing is, it wasn't a joke. It really happened.
Hey, Bart, you didn't kill this one when you were left alone with them. That's an improvement.
This is Drissa.
That is what we call personal growth. Yeah.
I never expected in all my days to listen. I'm not the murderer here. At the end of the day.
Okay, well, I mean, the last person we left you alone with to interrogate, you shot in the back of the head after he stole a knife from you while bound to a chair with a broken leg.
Well, I do remember someone saying something about chains being broken and rather not be a prisoner, and someone being, you know, I make eyes to Sirius, like, you know, the whole reason that you saved the guy. Maybe I got a lot of explaining to do.
I look over to
very
Drissa
proud of you, Bart.
and I say, I'm sorry that you know this man. It's very nice to meet you. My name is Sirius Vidalia.
A pleasure to meet you, Sirius. At least I don't have to travel around with him, as it seems you have had to.
Yeah. Selene DeCanneth.
We all have our own storms to bear, don't we?
All right, it's make fun of Bart Day. Yeah, I knew you would. Right, I think Rec could probably use our help with all the people. He's not really the talker of the group.
As soon as this is over, I just step aside and I just say, after you, Drissa.
Yeah, she kind of gives you a quick smile and runs forward. And yeah, we'll cut to the front of the line. Requisitioner, you're now like at this door. The crowd's kind of like pushing in a little bit, and you kind of given them the warning.
Single file, everyone. Don't make a racket. They're busy. Don't interrupt them. They're very busy. Also, they're very large.
So yeah, Requisitioner, what does it look like? Do you just kind of like open the door and start waving them by, or what?
So Requisitioner will open the door, look in, see what's going on. I assume they're still playing.
Yeah, they just like two redwood. Nope, go fish. All right, and they look up. They kind of like glance at you as you walk in.
No.
Rec just gives him a signal. We're heading out, you know. And he walks over here and just starts like gesturing, like, come on through, and sends people like one at a time, like with 5 seconds in between. So it's like a stream of people, but they just keep going, and you can't really like tell how many people have gone through.
Yeah, so you do this for a little bit. They're kind of like eyeing you. Drool like doesn't even seem to notice at first. You know, he's just like, you're taking prisoners now, right? Actually, give me a performance check here.
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay, reroll.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, so
17.
Would you like to say more?
17. Yeah, sorry.
Drool kind of like looks. You see, he gets like almost like he wants to ask a question, and then somebody goes, "Oh, no more cards," and then he turns and like they like start arguing and bickering, and doesn't seem to notice it. Like, doesn't really give you much more thought as you wave the rest of them upstairs. I'm gonna move us instead of moving all these individuals. I can move us over here. So
I can't believe that worked.
You guys,
I can believe it worked.
Just gotta act like you belong.
Yep.
I personally wanted more from Drool because force,
Right.
please, I love it.
yeah. As you guys go, he's like, fare thee well, and he'll leave you.
Is
That
Qarbo
you
up the
guys,
stairs?
Yes, Qarbo is just kind of like watching you guys as you pass by.
May the
I'm
stone's
gonna come up to.
blessing
I
be
want to
with
come up
you.
to. I want to come up to Qarbo and ask him. So, where do you keep all of the belongings that people come in here with?
Stone's blessing. Well, honestly, the money Helen Ray kept in her room, and well, equipment. Well, we usually just threw it away. We equip people with our own special armor and weapons. Blessed
So
by
is
stone.
There doesn't happen to be anything special in this place, right? Any I feel like hammers would be something the stone people would keep. Do you have anything around here like that?
Not really. We mostly train people very early on with staff, quarterstaff, and well, hand-to-hand combat. There is an armory in the main temple. You might find what you're seeking there.
What about the delegates? What'd you do with their stuff?
Oh, I think Marlos took most of it.
Fucking hell.
We do have.
It's not very. Yes, Qarbo. Any more information?
Oh, even to cast stuff. Yeah, yes. I'm afraid so. We do have a kitchen if you want to get some food, but that's about it.
Any potions?
Oh, actually, yeah, as he says, no, actually, we had some, but they went missing. And the little goblin that you guys rescued, like gives you a little nudge and pulls out 2 red potions. He says, I found these, and then just like scutters to the front of the group.
All right, well, I mean, that solves that. Throw them in the bag of holding.
God, I love Goblin.
Is your name just Goblin?
Serious?
No, of course I'm not a goblin.
Can't ask
goblin.
questions.
Not ridiculous. My name is Foblin.
Do you think someone would just walk up to you and say, "Oh, what is your name, Elf"? This is horribly racist.
People do that constantly.
You
People
didn't
always
hang
call me
around.
Elf.
You didn't hang
Or
around better
just-
people.
Or they just talk about my large shadow. One of the two.
First impressions are very
how's the weather up
important.
there?
First impressions on the side of a hammer are way more fun.
You guys,
Dentions, if you will.
I like this guy.
you guys, anything else or any other scenes you want to do in Stone Monastery before you head out?
It's not related to monasteries particularly, but I wanted to find the dwarf since I had already met him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if this got like put into the story, but I had tried to mention it before. When after the attack, when we first were getting to go off on our own to rescue everybody, I had wanted to try and move as many of his books from his broken cart into our cart as I could.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many I managed to save, but I tried to drag as many as possible in with me without somebody telling me I wasn't allowed to. So since nobody apparently noticed, I may have gotten all of them that I could.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, I feel like you probably could have gotten as many as you could have carried for sure. I don't think anybody was paying attention to that kind of
I don't think
stuff.
they were either. So, Raven approaches the dwarf and just kind of says, I managed to recover most of your books before we set off, so they are in our cart, so once we get back to the city, I can give them back to you.
He looks up at you, a single tear coming down his eye, and says, "That's the best news I've heard in a long time."
Books are
Thank you.
very important, I understand.
They truly are. Thank you, thank you. You've given me a great gift. My own stuff, but still a gift. Yeah. So You guys travel to Grimstone Keep, get everybody set up in the tavern, and we are going to end our session.
Before we end, while we're walking back, I would like to look at the docent and maybe see if I can figure out why it's not powered.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh,
It's pretty good.
Okay.
17.
Yeah, you're examining it. Kind of like you can feel the magic humming in it, and like feel it kind of sputtering. Let's see how to frame this. I think in the way that you've seen docents before. You might have even had one equipped at one point during the war. This one looks like almost like the magic has been corrupted or like damaged in some way. There's almost like some really thin cracks in the orb itself. It could probably be repaired, and there's the magic item, or it probably still has some of the properties that you could access. But you feel it would need some repair basically to bring it up to full capacity.
Cool. Well, I'll probably attune with it when we get back, and then try and figure out what to do with it from there. But
and actually, I say we're gonna to end there, but just to verify, as you guys get back to Grimstone, your next goal is to head for Marlos.
Yes. Yes, 100%. Yes.
which means we have to go back to the Stone Monastery and down the mines, right?
Which is why I was wondering why we were escorting them back to.
Well, I want to see if I can find some plate armor at Grimstone Keep. So
Yeah,
some of them are important people also.
Yeah, we need to make sure that these people make it back.
Yeah. Can you tell us which one of the delegators were in that group?
Delegates?
Yeah, you guys got the Moorholds delegate.
Which one of the delegationers do we have here with us?
And you got
the
the Ondair delegation. All of them were captured. The only one from the Ondair delegation that you didn't get was the House Cannith representative, which
is the guy who got sent downriver.
Yes. So you basically have those two delegations safely in hand.
Be a lot further to go to Riverguard too than it would to just go back to the mines.
Yeah, so we got to go to the mines because that's where. Well, I mean, I need to go to the mines. I don't know everyone else.
And you are my charge, so
I kind of
so you're stuck with me
in a good place. But real quick, you guys said stuff you want to do in Grimstone other than get them set up.
Let's keep going.
Give me a quick investigate check, Sirius, as you're kind of like looking for plate armor.
Can I help?
Sure. You can take advantage.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the investigation?
Oh, sure. Sure. Investigate.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You're welcome for that natural 20, by the way.
Wow.
I feel like I should take half credit for that.
Well, actually, it was on my first roll, so technically I didn't even need the advantage.
You can take half point for it, maybe.
Yeah, but I told you that you can roll for
it. Yeah, it doesn't take long at all, Selene, for you to find a armor shop that looks like it is set up to equip heavily armored hobgoblins, like massive humanoids that could easily fit Sirius. And there's actually, like, as you approach, there's this one set that's like this, almost looks like it's polished obsidian. It looks like it's this black stone material.
Sick.
That is, it looks like it's Sirius's size. It just kind of like gleams in the front. It just kind of stands out as like an excellent piece of craftsmanship to you, just as you're kind of approach.
I'll snap, get his attention, and point to it. It's like, there, that one.
Did you even look? Or do you just like sense this stuff in the air?
When you know.
All right, let's go see what they want for it.
This is
the bottle around here.
This kind of like pudgy goblin comes like running up and is like, saw you looking at that one. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Give you a good
It's
deal
all-
for it.
That's, I mean, it's all
Well,
right.
expect it
Hold on.
first.
Oh, we expected all you want.
Does
That's,
this guy seem like a
grade
guy
A.
who made? Did you make this yourself?
Oh, no, I'm just a salesman. This is all made by
You don't
our
say.
expert craftsman who has trained with the dwarves and warholds. He's trained with the smiths, the elven smiths in Hall. He's trained with the Dakani smiths in Dargoon. And, well, he's pretty much just the best you'll find in Droa.
Yeah.
And is he here
I'm
now?
I'm
Oh,
out of my armor at this point, and I'm gonna just like gently lift the back of my shirt a bit. Just like I'm scratching my back, just to show off the massive dragon mark
Sure.
as I'm inspecting this armor. Really?
You see, he kind of like
Selene, please cover yourself. It's really.
It was a bitch.
yeah, they've even trained with some of the Kenneth craftsmen.
Really?
Yep.
That's fascinating.
Well, now we
Great.
gotta meet him.
Yeah,
Yeah, where
love
is
to
this specimen?
Oh well, you know, the blacksmith doesn't really talk to people.
Yeah. No, I can understand that as one myself. I'd still like to talk shop with him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Do I have advantage for any reason whatsoever? Or
No.
maybe
I'll help her. I'll help her.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I even
would-
showed off my mark.
I would definitely love some other pieces that this man may have. He might even have an idea of something else that I'm looking for. I don't think it's here, but it's supposedly around these pots somewhere.
All right.
So yes advantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm fishing for it. But
No,
like,
you're fine. Go for it.
jeez, 15.
He says, look, I can set up an appointment for you, something later on. But, you know, he
What's
doesn't
his
see
name?
walk-ins. Oh, the name, huh?
Oh no, poor John.
It's actually Foblin.
Goblin.
Is Foblin's brother, Doblin.
Not to be confused with Boblin.
The cousin is
Yeah.
Boblin.
Name, his name's Gregor.
Gregor.
Mhm.
That's a respectable name.
Do I believe him?
Art, when the hell did you get here?
You give me an insight check if you want.
I mean, are we not traveling as a large group of people? Did you guys split off?
I thought we had split off, but I guess.
Oh, Bartholomew. I
I mean,
where
I'm
did you come
always
from?
kind of following you guys around. Like, I'm not.
I'm not
Is that
here.
tiefling
I
just gonna
stayed
follow
back.
us around now, Bartholomew?
She's not
Yeah,
leaving my sight.
Oh, my.
Oh, I didn't know you felt that way.
Yeah, no.
Oof.
Did
You
not.
could have
mean to
just said
say
something,
that.
Bartholomew. I would have been a little less charming when we first met her. Jeez.
Yeah, I would not have checked her out like that.
I'm gonna high
It's
five.
definitely
Selene.
not
Sound
like that at all.
She's off limits. I say that to Dressa about Selene. She's off limits. Don't you dare. Not her. Anyone else, I'm okay with. I could come around. I could come to terms with her. No. I saw her blow a man up with her glove. She exploded a man's chest with lightning coming from her hands.
I'm only hearing good things from you, Bart.
I've been on
not really.
the other end of one of those shocks. Feels really good.
I'll give her a quick wink. Just.
He is a massive. Don't you?
She just grins back. So serious.
Again,
you
another
get
high
the-
five to Slade.
You get the sense that he is telling 20 insight. you can tell he is giving like a fake name, but he seems sincere in like allowing you to see this individual.
Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and make a appointment. How about now?
I mean,
Look, Gregor doesn't.
right here, right?
Gregor doesn't just take walk-ins. You get it. You get it.
Yeah, I mean,
You're a blacksmith. You get it.
I get it. I unfortunately do. Look, we're staying the night here. How's tomorrow morning work for Gregor?
Give me two mornings. Give me 2 nights. I got you.
Cannot do that, unfortunately. We've got urgent business.
What
Listen,
if
Look,
what if I do some
I'm
trade
a
with you right now?
mechanic. Ooh.
Yeah, you're gonna get this armor.
I'd
I'm
like
trying to sell you some here, friend. Take shiny rocks.
I mean, sure. I like shiny rocks as good as the next guy. Who
I
doesn't
mean,
like
I got
shiny rock.
I switch over to a goblin, and I'm just like, my friends, I'm so sorry. They can be a pain in the butt, but here, check out these shiny rocks. If it does ply you a little bit to help us see the craftsman, that's great. Otherwise, I've got these 12 shiny rocks here. I don't know if the wrapping's worth anything, but the rocks themselves, you know. That's what my accent sounds like in Goblin. It's actually quite conversational and quite clean and textbook, if anything, to a goblin.
Give me a persuasion check here.
Yeah.
While he's persuading him, do I see any markings on the
I'm
armor?
gonna use my inspiration because you know what? I'm tired of rolling low on the thing that I'm good
There we
at.
go.
Holy
There we
fuck.
go.
No, you don't notice any particular markings. But as you say this, he's like, hey, give me all them shiny rocks. I'll let you go see the boss.
Like just give them to you, like without exchange of monetary compensation. I was hoping to actually sell them to you because roughly looking at these, maybe 120 gold for all of them.
Oh yeah, I got a beautiful knoll spine. I'll trade you for him.
Let me see that knoll spine.
Oh yeah, it's right here. He pulls it out. It's just like this, like large, fucking spinal.
I turned to serious because we don't understand this. What the fuck are they?
Yeah, because you're seeing the chitter back at Goblin. He suddenly lifts up his spine.
I can't really see any. How about 60 gold, the knoll spine in the meeting for all 12 rocks?
Gold? Oh, man, I'm not even sure I have any gold here.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, no, that's I forgot where I am. The knoll spine will be perfect.
Yeah. So he trades you the
Bartholomew,
note.
you should ask for some other armor since we're at an armory.
He can understand common. He was just talking to you very clearly.
I just saw him hand you a bone. I was just saying you could probably get something else.
This is the cleanest knoll spine I have seen in years. Are you kidding me? This is worth good money.
Roll spines.
So you can
what'd
you
think
can
of
take.
Drissa?
I mean, I have plenty of thoughts about Drissa.
Yeah.
I know you
So
sleep.
you can remove the turquoise,
All right,
and
Bart,
you get one null bone worth 100 gold.
100.
We're
fine,
trading down here. We're trading down.
It's fine. It's worth it. It was worth
Are we getting the meeting too?
the moment. Yeah.
It kind of waves you back to this like kind
that's
of
true.
squat
Okay, cool.
stone building. You see smoke pouring out of the back where there's like a forge.
It's like right
burning.
behind us.
Yeah, just follow.
Give me 2 mornings. I need 2 mornings. That's all I got you, okay?
Yeah, he's right over here. He's in the back.
Best I can do.
Do you also have a used van in the back you're going to sell me?
He goes and knocks on the door and opens it and kind of like waves you guys through. He's like, all right, come on back. Don't worry about the smoke. It's fine. It's not toxic.
Before we got in there, as we were walking over, I want to look at Selene. I'm going to say, Selene, I'm going to need you to do a little blacksmith speak to try to get a hold of that armor. I'm a little low on knoll spines, if you know what I mean.
I mean, sure. I'll see what I can swing.
As we're walking, I walk up to Drissa. And I've fleeced that man for this knoll spine. I could easily get like 16 gallbladders for this knoll spine. Are you kidding me? What a fool! For some rocks.
That's a trade. And gallbladders are trading really well right now.
They're up. They're up.
Rex sitting in the inn is just like, wonder where everybody went.
Oh, you gotta come with us.
You left your shard.
You were just
A
going
bit of a
shopping.
Selene.
Yeah, Celine was shopping.
No, Rex
Talking
was
to the
gonna.
hag.
Yeah, Rex was gonna
Hello.
go talk to the hag about his dreams and stuff. But
Okay.
And I mean, in fairness, I'm back there too. I'm probably talking with the dwarf about his books again since I saved them for him.
And the roughly like 30 people we just brought to this inn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's true.
Cool. So you guys head inside and you see a like as you come inside, you realize that this place is actually much bigger than you first assumed. It's squat, but it's dug out, and you kind of like see that you kind of walk out into this little balcony, and there's a little stairway that leads down about 40 feet, and you see this massive forge burning down there, and you see a 20-foot tall fire giant just hammering away at this like piece of steel that looks like way tight. It's like a medium-sized sword, like looks like a toothpick in his hands as he's just like slamming down the hammer. And he turns back, and the goblin's like, "Sorry, boss. These guys really wanted to talk to you. So I got these pretty rocks though. We could probably do some with those." And you see him throw them in like this barrel of just like random junk, and then just like it's like fall down into it to be lost between the pieces of metal and everything there. And the fire giant turns around, walks towards you. She has just like long red fiery hair. And she folds her arms. You can see like she's got these big metal bracers on. The end of her hammer is still like burning hot. And she says, "Yeah, what do you want?" I've got
About that armor.
oh,
It's a masterpiece.
everything I make is a masterpiece, honey.
Well, I like
Elaine, what do you
her.
think about this one?
I like her.
See, her. Go ahead. Drissa, off limits. So hard and fast.
I'm Trissa is her own person, first of all. But anyway,
Yes.
turn back to the giant.
Is the armor for you or?
No, for that one. I'll point at Sirius.
She kind of looks you up and down, says, you look pretty strong.
Some might say.
Challenge him to a one-on-one. He's good for it. He's
I'm
one for
sure they'll
one on
follow
him
you.
today.
Today.
Yeah, I'll trade you the armor. I just need a jar of magma.
A jar of magma. That's all you want?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty fair actually.
Okay. Where would we get this jar of magma?
Guess a volcano.
So I came here because I heard about a very large giant creating amazing armor. We might be distantly related. But I just came to admire your work and was hoping to wear some. So any help in understanding where to get this jar of magma, or if there's anything else that I could do for you. It's not often a lot of people have princes asking what they can do for them.
Give me
Oh, I was gonna say also I have something you might like, and I'll hold up the schematics for my lightning launcher gauntlets.
Ooh, interesting. Okay,
Whoa.
serious. Give me a persuasion check with advantage. As she kind of like reaches up with like a hand picking up the the schematics, like just kind of peeking at them. Just like, these are pretty impressive, actually.
Thank you. I designed them myself. Selene to Kenneth, by the way.
She says, Fierna.
8.
8. She kind of smirks and she says,
Wait.
look.
Can I do another? I'm going to use my inspiration one more time.
Go ahead.
Where'd persuasion go? First one, 16. It's better.
She says, I tell you what. I heard that you might be able to find some lava in an underground area outside the Great Crag. Now, you'll have to do the legwork, but I tell you what, I like you guys. I want these schematics. I'll give you the armor on loan. Keep in mind, all my stuff has a curse for non-payment, but I'll assume that you'll bring this magma back to me with, I'll give you a moon.
That sounds fair. All right, and when we get it back, I'll throw in some extra schematics for some more gauntlets I have, just because I like you.
All right. And just so you know, if you don't bring me the magma after the moon, the armor will stiffen, slowly crushing your body until you cannot move, and you will die.
Yeah, are you threatening me with a good time?
I just want to be clear of our contract. Yeah, well, it's all yours then.
How long is a moon?
A month.
A month.
Oh, yeah, I guess there's several moons here. There's like 13 moons in everyone.
Yeah.
That's true.
She says, yeah, so I'll give you 3 weeks.
Outside of the Great Crag.
2 small questions. Do you expect this lava to still be boilingly hot when you get it? Maybe if we pick it up and bring it over here, it might have condensed to rock by that point. Is that okay? And 2, can you teach me how to do those curses for not fulfilling payment?
Yeah, actually, that might be useful because I've had people try and stiff me on my work.
All the time. People do not treat freelancers with the care they used to.
Stole some of my work, so that would have been really useful to have.
A trick of the trade, I'm afraid.
That's fair.
It always is.
But as far as the magma goes, I'm sure your engineer here will be able to cook something up.
I'll come up with something.
All right.
Is that all? I have 100 swords I need to make.
Yeah.
There's one more question I have for you. I was just curious if you have heard of a one of a kind hammer just around these pots somewhere.
One of a kind hammer. I tell you what, I'm gonna roll a 1d20 here.
Got a funny sounding name.
And if I roll a 19 or 20 on this, she'll be able to help you out here.
Okay. Dang it.
A lot of people, if you read it, you'll think it's like Majolnir or something like that.
That's a 14.
No,
so, yeah, so she says, I mean, the best hammer I've seen is my flame tongue hammer I built. It's a piece of beauty. But
Okay.
Where's that?
And it's the one she's holding, right?
yeah, you see her like.
Yeah. Can I please just? I won't touch it. I just want to.
You just want to what?
I just want to look at it.
Yeah, she kind of like holds one hand out, and you see this massive hammer. The end of it's still like burning and bubbling in fire.
Tall as you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Selene looks like a kid in a candy shop right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just that is gorgeous. That is stunning.
I can change the heat up and down for my needs, so I can heat stuff on the fly if I need to.
That is brilliant.
a knob on the side or something that doesn't?
Oh, it's part of my attunement to it.
Oh. I thought it was no.
Fiona, thank you for your time. We will be on our way, and I will have that magma for you.
It
As soon
has
as
been an
possible.
absolute honor.
That is a
I'll
beautiful
have those
piece
other
of
schematics
armor.
for you.
Yeah.
Love it. They're all just like talking over each other. They're like, oh my god, I love it. Oh, thank you so much. We're just like geeking the fuck out, the both of them.
Yeah, so the goblin kind of like leads you guys out as you're talking. Fiona turns back to like hammering away, and it's like, yeah, you got a good deal. She doesn't usually like giving stuff in advance.
Yeah,
She must really like you.
that is a hell of a woman.
Oh, you have no idea. And yeah, he leads you up to the armor, and you can add blackstone plate to your armor.
Is that something special, or is that just like the kind of material?
It's the kind of material. It is special.
Oh,
but I will get that to you.
Yeah, no problem.
In a bit. So pivot back to our tavern real quick. Rex Sister, you said you wanted to talk to this old lady about dreams. Is there any scene you wanted to play out with that?
We could do it at the beginning of the next one if you would rather break your.
Raven, did you want to use?
Prepare some stuff for a scene there.
For sure. Raven, did you want to use your book at all?
Would it be easier to do that now or to do it next session?
I kind of want to just end with it starting, honestly, because I have a whole thing.
Sure, it works for me.
All right. Are you just doing this in like the tavern or like a room?
How long have I had this and been able to use that ability? Like, would I know what to expect from it?
I would say you've had this for, I mean, probably at least as long as you've been planning on this trip. Whether Raven has used it or not, I'll leave up to you. But you do know that there is like some magical fanfare to see the
In that case, I definitely don't want to be down like in the tavern main to do this.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, were we given rooms by the hag?
Yeah, you guys have room set up.
I'm just gonna go up to whatever room I was assigned then with it and then ask my question.
Sure. So you get in there, ask your question to the book, accessing the magic therein. And we see green smoke starting to spiral around the book. You feel the presence of the spirit as it coalesces, and you see this, the ghost shoots up and then kind of like explodes into light before coalescing into the form of this skeletal figure looking down at you, and says, I am summoned. Ask me your questions, child. You have any water? I've been in there a long time. And we will end our session there.
This is very Princess Bride. I love it.
Oh,
that
good.
was awesome.
Good.
Oh boy.
Good.
That was awesome.
Good. I'm so glad that we've gotten rid of the whole super serious high and mighty stuff and gone for the camp. Oh, thank God.
I still want to know why Trissa is off limits. Or why I'm off limits for her, rather.
Well,
I get the feeling he doesn't like or trust you enough.
You know. Your character might not.
Everyone else is fine. Everyone else is fine, but not Selene.
Rex Vine really starts tingling.
Can you please home